from a shelter, from Facebook, some sort of family friend, a pet store. There are many places where you can actually get your dog. 47% of people in the United States have a dog. That's a lot. That's almost half the percentage in America. But only 20% of those people get it from a shelter. So according to Evaluation of Novel Dog Adoption, a million dogs about a year enter the shelter system, but only around 40% get adopted. So 60% don't even leave the shelter alive. So why is that? Why is the fact that there are 47% of Americans have a dog, but only 60% of the millions and millions of dogs end up dead? Because people are not really looking at shelters. They're not really looking at adopting dogs. Many people, as you can tell with the percentage, get theirs from breeding or buying or pet stores or family friends. So 2.7 million adoptable dogs die each year. That's not including strays like around the world. That's just dogs in shelters. So it's a repeating cycle. When someone doesn't adopt a dog, there's lack of money because you pay for a dog. We'll get to that soon. The lack of money leads to lack of space in the shelter. So they can't take care of as many dogs as they can. They have to euthanize. Many shelters are kill shelters, unfortunately, that have to put dogs down in order to make more room. Because of the euthanization, it leads to lack of publicity for the shelter. Many people don't want to don't want to look there for their dog, and as you can see, only 20% get there from shelter. That's not their first thought anyway. Many people just want to search on Facebook or find something online and then drive hours to go and find a dog. So this is obviously a problem. Like I said, there are 2.7 million dogs dying, adoptable dogs dying each year. So what can we do about it? Well, for starters, we can adopt a dog. There are some pros of adopting a dog. One is that it saves multiple lives. Not only you, because you're happy and you get a dog, but you also give the dog a chance to live a happy life. Apart from that, adoption creates more space in the shelter so that less dogs are being euthanized. This creates that, like I said, that cycle before. It kind of does away with that cycle because you are now adopting. Therefore, you are giving the shelter more money. Therefore, the shelter is being able to pay for more dogs. So just you adopting a dog leads to the cycle being kind of gone away. So it saves lives and creates more space in the shelter so less dogs are being euthanized. Adoption also saves money. So the average adoption fee for shelters are usually around $300 to $800, and it's from all the vet checkoffs such as like rabies vaccination and all the different vaccinations. Usual shelters come with that. There are some where you just have to do it yourself, but just according to Pet Finder, that's where the information is for looking at adoption fees and finding something for you. The average price of breeding or buying a dog is around $1,000. It's also not usually local unless you find it from a neighbor or family friend or something from social media. Some people have to drive all over the country just to find a dog of their dreams and end up spending thousands of dollars plus vet checkoffs that the owner before did not pay for before. Adoption is also assuring. When you adopt a dog from a shelter, you're avoiding puppy millers. Puppy millers, according to the Humane Society, are people that are selling dogs just for profit. In their location, or if you're buying a dog, if you're buying a dog from social media, some puppy millers will want to meet in like a parking lot and never their location. That's usually a red flag showing that they could be a puppy miller. Puppy millers are using their location to basically store dogs in wired cages. It's not good for anybody. So when you're introducing your dog into a loving home for the first time, that could be assuring to be able to give that dog a good life. Because if they're in a shelter or in some sort of puppy mill or a cage in a shelter, they're getting that for the first time maybe. The adoption process is also assuring because it's comforting, quick, and easy. It's comforting knowing that you're not getting your dog from a puppy mill and you're also saving money, but that money that you are spending is going straight to the shelter for the 100% proceeds going towards the shelter's food, the housing, the help, many things just going towards that. So what can we do to be able to stop that cycle mentioned before? For one, we can adopt a dog. We can visit our local shelter. I listed the Mississippi Animal Rescue League as one of the dog shelters closest to here if y'all wanted to adopt a dog. There's also something called the Shelter Pet Project. It's a website online to where you can enter your zip code and it'll show you every adoptable dog in the area. They've partnered with shelters all over the country and all over the world to be able to give people an easier chance to adopt dogs. If you're not wanting to adopt a dog, I wish I could, but I live in a dorm, you can raise money and also raise awareness. Charitable donations can go towards the shelter for their upkeeping. They use those donations such as dog food, cat food, bedding, blankets, water, anything like that to go towards their shelter. The shelters are considered a charity and will take any donations at any time. They also love people when people volunteer to be able to spend time with the dogs, because if y'all didn't know, dogs getting physical touch or any kind of attention is great for them and leads to a happy, healthy dog. So you can be able to donate in those ways or volunteer just to help out with them. You could also tell a friend and just get them to know about the awareness and know about the shelter. So in this speech, I was able to tell you the cycle of what's happening when we don't adopt a dog, what we can do about it, and how we can help the dogs and to stop the cycle. So in conclusion, adopt and don't shop. Thank you.